Good evening, guys. How are you? I hope you guys are doing very well. And it has been long since we had our last video on this great channel. And let me tell you something that recording a video for Ichimuko trades, because they are long-term trades, it's really hard for me. I entered this trade in the morning, and right now it is almost 3:30 p.m. here in Dubai, and this trade is finally in profit, and I decided I will make a video and showing you why I entered here and how did I make this good profit. So, following to our last video, if you go to my channel, uh, live trade using Ichimoku, earning 37 pips, I explained very well, and even in the previous video, using Ichimoku for long terms trading, best and easiest strategy. I find it the best and easiest strategy because it can confirm to you if you should enter or not. Ichimoku can be a great tool that can tell you if this is the right level where you should enter or you should not. Um, I personally not using Ichimoku that much, but I find it extremely helpful and very useful for the beginners. So again, going back to the main subject. As you can see, I have entered my trade here. Actually, I entered my trade, I believe, on this candle here, 8 hours ago, because we are on the 4-hour chart. So let me explain the reason why did I enter with buy option for the Euro USD at this point here. Well, for starter, on the 4-hour chart, I am on top of a blue cloud, and it is actually, we can see the thickness of the blue cloud here, which is indicating that the market should be going up at this point. Switching to the 1-hour chart, we can see different thing. We can see that I had here actually a thick blue cloud and again another blue cloud, indicating that the market is kind of ranging at this point, and we can see the ranging happened here. I relied on two things to decide enter here. The first thing is looking at the attempts of the support. I told you guys we should never enter using Ichimoku only blindly. We have to have our analysis on the chart. We have to check the support and the resistance, and we have to make sure we are entering only on a first attempt or a second attempt of any support or resistance. So looking here, we had here this breakout candle breaking out from this support. From this resistance, I mean. So this resistance faced this breakout candle, and we can see the breakout happened here. So finally, at the retest of the same level, we can see that this resistance has now become the new support, meaning this is my support number one, attempt number one. What I will do is I will wait for another retest, and I will enter with another buy option on the attempt number two, which is here. So this is the support number two. This is the attempt number two. So if I want to make it in a line chart, it will be like this. I had a resistance, then we had the breakout of this resistance. Now this resistance will become the new support. So I just need to confirm it by waiting for the support number one. Now wait for support number two, and here is your buy order. So you have to set your buy option, and for safety, set your take profit to be at the nearest resistance, which is here. So let's see how many pips did I get by this. About 40 pips. We can see now the pullback. The profits are reducing, but that's normal. It's very normal. For the long-term trades, you have to be extremely patient. You have to have seriously good amount of patience on your trade, and you have to be sure that there is no upcoming news that can screw up your trade. So you can see I have set my take profit at this resistance here. So this is my take profit, which should give me about, let's say about 65 pips of profit, which is very good actually for a day of trade. The next thing confirmed my entry was looking here at the left. I can see this support. This guy's here. I see this spike here, as I told you in the green line. Use it to confirm the support or resistance levels. And I see this sharp spike here, indicating that there is a strong support here. And we can see this clearly happened here. And this support has become the resistance. Then this resistance was breakout and now become the new support. Meaning this level here is very strong and I can use it to enter as a support, but I need to see the blue cloud first. And remember, the bigger the time frame, the more truth the direction is. So seeing the blue cloud on the 4-hour chart, and I am above a thick blue cloud, meaning that there is definitely a buy option should be happening here. I just need to confirm my entry point using support and resistance lines. Now, let me tell you my exact enter point. I just looked here at the left. I just looked at this support here. Since I'm using this support, and again, I'm using this support because of the spike. This one here. Sorry. This spike here at the left, so I'm using this support here. So, zooming in, I will just put the line here, the yellow line, at the entry point, which should be exactly like this. Exactly like this. So the yellow line, which is my entry line or my entry level, should be, how can I say that? I have actually explained this very well in this video. Where is it? Selecting here, this one. Support and resistance, how to select entry point. I have explained very well why and how we should select our entry point of a support or resistance. Let me explain it in a brief. This setup here, this support, if I want to zoom in, is like this: long wick, a small body, followed by small wick and long body. So if I want to set my entry point, where should I enter actually? Should I wait for the candles to come all the way down here at this bottom of the wick, or at the closing price of the candles? So because there is a good amount of pips between these two, there is about 25 pips difference between these two, and that is big amount. So again, in a brief, you have here this support number 1. Okay, so this is your support number 1. This one here is support number 1. So if I want to enter on support number 2, which is gonna happen here now, at which level exactly should I trigger my entry? Should I trigger it on the same level of closing price of the candles, or at the absolute bottom of this wick here, bottom? The answer is neither. We have to select the line which is merging merging both of the wicks, which is here, this one here. If I want to draw my line, so let me make it more simple for you. If I want to draw my line, so I will be ready to enter at this support. I will not set my line like this, touching the closing price of the body or the absolute bottom of the wick. No, I will enter exactly like this. I will set my trigger area to be touching both of the wicks like this. And again, I have explained this in very good explanation in this video, support and resistance, how to select entry point. So looking at the right, we can see, guys, how what I told you happened exactly without missing a single pip. Look at my entry point. Just look at how accurate it is. This is my entry point here. This is my entry point. Or actually, maybe this one, actually. Yeah, this one. This is my entry point, and it is so accurate, and I didn't lose pips to mention, only 3 pips nothing to mention at all for the long-term trades. And you can see I'm already in profit with about 22 pips. It was 36 pips early in the early few hours ago, and I'm sure it will continue going until hitting this support, sorry, this resistance here. So again, I used Ichimuko only to confirm this, but I'm telling you, you can never rely blindly on Ichimuko. Always use your own technical analysis to confirm your entry. And therefore, let me try to find and show you another setups which we can enter. For example, I am on the 4 hour chart. So before I go to the 1 hour, I will stick to the 4 hour chart, check the or sorry, confirm the direction. Then I will go to the 1 hour chart and set my entry point. Now in this setup here, I don't see any good buy option because it's too late. It was supposed to happen at this level here actually. Seeing this spike here, guys. Let me show you what I'm looking. I'm looking at this spike here. I don't know if you can see it clearly, but there is here a spike, and if I do a hit like this, you can see how accurate my entry point was because I selected this absolute wick here to use it for my entry. And again, what is the reason for using this one? People will ask, why did you use this one? Why not this one? Why not this one? Why not this one? How did you know that the trades will be activated and more accurate at this point? But here we have another spike. This is a good question. Here we had a good spike like this. Why the trade did not go more up? This is where the magic begins. That is what my strategy is all strong about. Look carefully. If you enter as I'm telling you always, and don't be greedy, look at what happened. There was a reversal already, and the candle went out. If you exit at the next nearest resistance, as I'm telling you, this is the fundamental of my trading tactic. That's how I'm trading, guys. Exiting at the next nearest resistance or support. Don't ever get greedy. If you enter here at this spike here exactly at this point and you exit your trade, set your take profit at the next nearest resistance, which is here, you will be in profit. So this will give you about, let's say, about 30 pips of profit you can gain from this trade. Now when you see it going more down, first of all, you will be safe because you exit at the right time. Second of all, if you see it go more down, look at the left to find the next nearest spike, and you can see it's here actually. So this was a good setup, but we missed it unfortunately. Let me try to find a setup that we can catch now. GBP USD. Okay, let's see. GBP USD is in setup which is valid to buy, but not now. We have to wait. We need to wait more of time. Let me show you. So using technical analysis with the Ichimuko. Ichimuko is showing you that we are on good place for buy because we are on a blue cloud and it is actually kind of thick here. By the time candle will go more down, we will reach a range of the blue or thick blue cloud. Let me go to the 1 hour chart and we can see something interesting. Indeed, I am on the range of a red cloud, but it is weak. It's not thick. The cloud is not thick on the 1 hour. Look at how weak it's getting. And it's getting so narrow, meaning this downtrend is getting weaker and weaker, and it should be reversing at any time soon. So now using technical analysis, going back to the 4 hour chart, set my line here, and now let's look at the left to find the strong spikes showing the strong support and resistance. Look in here. If I want to represent this one, it will be like this. So this one here. So it is actually weak. It's not the strong spike I'm seeking. So going a little bit more down, we can see, there you go. this spike here having a good sharp, and looking at the right side, we can see that we have here a good support, which is support number one. This is the first attempt after the breakout. So what I can do is I can wait for the candle to come a bit more down, and then here add the support number two, and I will be on the range of a thick blue cloud. I can safely buy. I can safely buy the GBP USD. There will be no problem, and I think it should give us a small profit if we know where to exit our trade. So if I want to enter here at this point here exactly, I will exit my trade at the next nearest resistance, which is here. So this is gonna be my exit point. So I'm aiming about almost 100 pips. Yeah, almost 100 pips you can aim from this trade. But let's be more accurate, shall we? Let's zoom in and see where is my exact entry point. If my eye is not tricking me, yes, perfect. I think it's already reversing, guys. I think we have missed it. Let me explain to you the reason. Again, I'm telling you, you can refer to this video. This is one of the greatest videos you can see to explain to you how to select the exact entry point without missing any pips. Guys, please look carefully. You know what I will do? I will just change so you can see more clear what I want to explain to you. Guys, look carefully, please. This is very important. This is the same chart. I just changed the template. This is binary. Sorry, Ichimuko. And this is another template, only using clearer vision, so I can show you what I'm talking about here. So going to select an entry here. Remember, this is support number one. So I'm waiting for support number two. Ichimuko, the spike, was telling me that I should enter at this point here, right? Okay, good. But actually, if we want to use technical analysis, where should I enter actually? Referring to this video here, how to select entry point, I explained to you very well that you need actually, guys, look here, this is the support number one. We need to merge all of the wicks all together. So if I want to draw the line of the support, I should not do it like this or like this. It should be done like this. What? You just said don't draw it at the closing price. Okay, I did. But look at the left. We have here wick, we have here wick, and here we have almost nothing, and here we have wick, and here we have wick. So I draw my line in a way that I am merging or mixing all of them all together. So all of them passing this line. Look carefully, guys. Look at that. Like this. So my line is drawn perfectly. This is just an art of support and resistance. So what we have here is the wick here touching this blue line, and the line is also touching the bottom of this wick here, and also the same line touching the closing price of these two candles. Let's see on the right side what happened as a result. Check it out. A perfect entry. Amazingly right entry without missing a single pip. 0.0 pips were missing if you enter using what I'm telling you, if you enter using my rule, and therefore I have missed this entry by 21 pips. Therefore I will not enter this trade anymore, but I'm expecting GBP USD to be jumping at least, I think, between 80 to 100 pips before it just continue to go more down. So going back to Ichimuko, I'm telling you guys how to use Ichimuko to confirm your entry, how to confirm that you should buy or sell. For example, um, let me tell you something. Um, you might sometimes find a setup for buy using your own technical analysis, but if you go to Ichimuko, you will see that no, you should never buy at this point here. I believe here we have maybe a good example. Um, this point here, at this point, I think we can sit here. We can say that we had here this support number one, and I can wait support number two. I'm just telling you example. This is only example. So you place your buy option here, and you set your take profit at the next nearest resistance, which is this one. But then what's gonna happen? Boom! It will fall down, and you will get panic at that time. For sure, of course, at that time you will be losing about 30 pips, and for sure you will be in panic, and definitely you will exit your trade. Therefore, if you look at Ichimuku, it can tell you clearly you are inside a very thick red cloud. You should never, never, never set buy option here. It's very dangerous. So Ichimuku can always save you from entering false trades, and you can use it to confirm your technical analysis. There is no strategy in this world, in my opinion, that getting rid of the technical analysis. Without technical analysis, we should never, never enter. Now, what I'm seeing here, this is an interesting setup. What I'm seeing here is this is here we have the support number one, this reversal. You can see this breakout candle. Let me just get rid of that. We have here the breakout candle followed by this reversal here, which is indicating support number one, and again we have here support number two, and even support number three worked very well. We can see the good reversal. Now the question, should I enter here at the support number four? The answer is absolutely no. If you will keep entering at the support attempts, regardless, support number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, if you keep entering just blindly on any support you see, you will 100% lose, because there is no way this support can hold this pressure for a long time. We can see that the market, or actually the bears, trying to take this market down. They are pushing here, but the bears are fighting them to push the market up. Then again the bears fighting to push it down. The bull is making a small push, which is actually a pullback, but now again the bears coming back. So for sure they are going to break the support at some point. At some point they are going definitely to break the support. That's why I never recommend entering more than attempt number 1 or 2. So entering support number 4 is a big no for me, and I don't recommend using it. So moving on to find another setup which I can rely on. Currently the market is ranging at mass pairs. I'm just looking to find the perfect setup. Unfortunately right now I cannot find anyone. Okay, I think the video is being so much long, and I want to tell you guys this will be the last video for Ichimuko. I believe it has been so clear for you how to use Ichimuko for 4 hours and 1 hour chart. In the next videos I will come back with more scalping ideas. I will be focusing more on scalping, since I know this is what most of you guys want. So I just made this video to explain to you the reason I got this good trade here, and hopefully it will be staying in profit. And yes, I will see you guys soon. So I hope that was informative to you, and I would like to thank you for watching.